Welcome, y'all. We are
Hey,
here to talk about the Lord and typology. We have the lovely Joyce and Denzel.
I grew up in a Christian family, and my father was actually a presiding elder at a church. So he's the pastor's right hand man. But we went to church 5 days a week, and we had Bible studies every evening at home. My parents are from Ghana, West Africa. So in the Ghanaian culture, it's also like imbued into the culture. And I would say that during those times, before the age of 15, I did not know like the seriousness of like what it really means to be a Christian. So then I became a really big, Christian fanatic in a way, trying to help everybody get saved. I ended up going to a Christian college, the biggest Christian university in the world, Liberty University. It's where I met my wife, who was also a Christian. So now I'd say since I'm 27, I became a real Christian at 15. That's like, yeah, 12 years.
My journey into Christianity was my ENFP best friend was getting really into it. And I'm the type of person that's like, oh, I will love the thing that you love. So I'm like, if you really love going to this house church, then I will also go too. And then I went and I learned a lot from that. We did a lot of specific passages that were really dissected in great detail together, and eventually that ended up in me getting baptized around the time where I had a certain type of miracle happen in my life too. So I got my first blood test back around that time, and I came out positive for hepatitis C, which is a blood-borne disease, and I have no idea how I got it. Because you typically get it through some sort of blood transfer, like needles or sex, and I have not been having sex, and
Oh
I
no.
I don't know where I'm getting these needles from.
Arby's. Don't go to Arby's.
So I was terrified. I was terrified around this time, and so the cure for hepatitis C, it's like $80,000. If like Canadian healthcare is free unless for particular diseases or things, then you have to pay. And I was like, that is so much money. That is more than my student tuition at the moment. I'm gonna die in debt was my thought, or I'm gonna die of disease. So I I went to house church, and I had some friends from abroad pray for me, and in the house church pray for me. And that was around the time I got baptized. And after a couple of weeks, my blood test came out clear, like it was negative of hepatitis C. And so that was like quite the miracle. $8,000 saving miracle. And so that was really intense, and it was nice to have a community during that time too, to make sense of it all.
I was my parents went to this new church. We started like a Baptist church, then went to a non-denominational one. And I just believed that it did altar call, and I don't know why I believed, but I just went up and started believing. I guess it's an ENFP thing, or and I actually have someone in my life who I'm trying to introduce to the Lord. I'm giving him an experiment, which is um, seek the Lord, and I want you to ask God every day, ask him to desire and love the Lord. That's how my faith grew from a very tiny seed, is I would ask God every day for desire for him and love for him, having hardly anything, having just a very small mustard seed, not evangelizing, not anything, just believing, reading the Bible. It was just a very small flame. And over the years, as I went through middle school, high school, believing, I started to get more overt in my faith. I would put the Bible like on my desk in every class, and then it started to go into a giant fire, an all-consuming fire, where I would street preach in the hallways, just like go and, challenge my teachers, challenge everyone. And I was going to the principal's office all the time, and it was the most exciting time of my life. And I did that for years in my high school and everything. And then suddenly something just like snapped, and I started to see like miracles, and then a little bit more miracles, a little bit more miracles. And so that my faith was like a snowball that just built and built and built.